On May the 23rd, 1977, at 9 o'clock in the morning, two hostage situations unfold. In Bovensmilde, a group of Moluccan youths takes more than 100 schoolchildren and their teachers hostage. Another group of Moluccan youths hijacks a train with over 50 passengers at de Punt. On May the 27th, the schoolchildren are released, but negotiations with the hijackers reach an impasse. The government becomes more and more worried about the hostages' condition now that the hostage situation has gone on so long. More and more information is available about the situation in the train. The authorities assume the following. Over 50 passengers are held captive in two different compartments, men and women. The 9 hijackers are located in the front of the train, between the compartments housing the men and the women, and behind the hostages. This clear separation between the hostages and the hostage-takers forms the basis of the plan that is focused on freeing and protecting the passengers. In the plan, it is essential that the hijackers remain separated from the hostages. The plan is that snipers will fire on the train to prevent the hostage-takers from mixing with the passengers. Fighter jets will fly low overhead to frighten everyone in the train and prevent them from moving. Marines will enter the train, free the passengers, and secure the train, during which time the Marines may not fire on hostage-takers who clearly, perceptibly surrender. The plan is discussed at length by the relevant ministers. The implication that all hijackers will probably be killed is accepted. After the ministers have given the green light, the Attorney General gives the command at dawn on Saturday, June the 11th, and the snipers open fire on the train. 8 snipers and 1 machine gun fire on the front of the train. 2 snipers fire on the passageway between the men and the women. 11 snipers and 3 machine guns fire on the rest of the train. Fighter jets fly over the train with deafening noise, and divers simulate the impact of air bombs. Contrary to the information on which the plan is based, that night 2 female passengers are sleeping in the spot where a hostage-taker previously kept watch. One of them is killed by the sniper's fire. In the front of the train, 2 of the hostage-takers are probably badly wounded, and 1 hostage-taker has been killed. 2 of the hostage-takers have been killed where they slept. 1 hostage-taker remains uninjured, and 1 hostage-taker is wounded. 2 hostage-takers, a man and a woman, creep forward during the sniper's fire. She is hit multiple times and cannot continue. He stands up and runs to the women's compartment. All the snipers have ceased fire, and the Marines enter the train. Within 3 minutes, the Marines free the passengers and secure the train. In Marine Group 1, the explosives used to force the door do not go off, and the Marines force their way into the train through the window. As expected, they do not encounter anyone. Marine Group 2 enters the dining car. The Marines unexpectedly encounter a hijacker. In a fraction of a second, in dim lighting, they must decide whether the hostage-taker poses a danger to them or not. The Marines shoot in her direction and she is taken out. After that, the Marines turn around and secure the train in a southerly direction. Marine Group 3 encounters 2 hostage-takers in the first compartment. 1 hostage-taker has already died, and the other one is wounded. Because he calls for help, the Marines hear that he does not pose a threat anymore. In the next compartment, the Marines encounter 2 more hostage-takers. 1 hostage-taker has already died. The other one clearly and perceptibly surrenders. A few Marines from Marine Group 4 go left and free the male passengers. The first Marine who wants to enter the women's compartment is shot and wounded by a hostage-taker. The Marines return fire. In the chaos that ensues, some of the passengers begin to run. One of them is killed by Marine fire. Under cover of a grenade explosion, the Marines overpower the hostage-taker. The Marines from Group 5 expect the greatest resistance at the front of the train, where the hijacker's leader is thought to be. First, they fire at the compartments from outside, and inside they shoot through the walls of the restrooms and compartments. 2 hostage takers lie in the first compartment. 1 hostage taker lies in the second compartment. All 3 have been killed. This armed judicial action brought an end to a hijacking that captivated the Netherlands for almost 3 weeks. Ending the hijacking cost 2 hostages their lives. 6 hostages and 2 Marines were wounded. Of the 9 hijackers, 6 perished. Of the remaining 3 hostage takers, 1 was wounded.